lovelies. I'm Tari and welcome to my YouTube channel. We are just going to dive right in. Happy full moon, you guys. Full moon energy is definitely great for releasing things. So today we're just gonna sit together, shuffle some cards, see what message and or messages come through from the divine, and we are going to go ahead and get started. If you were new here, welcome, and if you have been here before, welcome back. I am just so grateful and thankful for just all of you who watch these videos. Before getting started, I wanted to take the time to say a few things. First and foremost, there is power in the pause. So at this moment, please take time to just sit in stillness in this moment. Be present for this moment to soak in whatever message and or messages come through. I encourage you to activate your intuition during this entire process. Again, I'm not here to give you your life path of everything that you should be following. This is an interactive exchange, and it's meant to also help you strengthen your relationship with the divine, with your angels, with your guides, with your ancestors. Third thing is, please do not force it. If this is not a message that resonates with you, if it's not the right size shoe, don't try to make it fit. However, if it is, I'm so glad that it has reached you. Or if you feel like it is a message that someone else needs to hear or use, please share it. I encourage that. At the end of the day, my priority is being used as a light in this world, and I'm going to always remember the why. And at the end of all of that, please consider liking the video. Please comment if you have any feedback or have any videos that you would like to see, and I encourage you to also subscribe. There are more messages where this comes from. That being stated, let's go ahead and dive right in. Again, as I already stated, happy full moon, you guys. Let's relax, get comfortable. I don't have my hot tea this evening, but that's okay. I know I'm in great company with you guys. Spirit, what divine messages do you have for the collective? And immediately we get compassion that comes out. Okay, as you pray each day for greater compassion, a new self is born, drawing new people and experiences. Dear Lord, help me feel ever-deepening self-acceptance. May I see myself as you see me. Interesting. Next card we have is companionship coming through. When you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you are ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome the solitude, knowing it will open the way for all healthy relationships. Very, very interesting. We've got compassion and companionship. Spirit, are there any other messages that you have? One more card. It's very interesting when I look at these cards, because automatically, and the third card that came through is despair. I need your divine intercession right now, oh great spirit. Lift this darkness from my soul, free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Okay, I need a little bit more clarity for where this message is going. So I'm going to pull some angels, some angels and ancestors guidance to clarify these messages, because I'm definitely This is feeling like a message about self-love. There's definitely this aspect of, you know, romantic love coming through, but there's almost like there's a cloud over this individual, right? I'm seeing almost as if like this, take time to reflect. Okay, so I'm feeling like it's almost as if I'm seeing this person that's praying. Like you're praying for that love. You're praying to attract that love. You want that healthy relationship, right? You want that companionship. There's a part of me, I'm feeling like Spirit wants you to, we have take charge and authority coming through. Feeling like Spirit is saying that, again, all of this is possible. You guys, look, anything is possible. If anybody tells you any different, then ignore them. But I feel like there's this part of you that desires this love, this companionship, this romantic relationship, this healthy relationship dynamic with your person. But the way you see the relationship that you're trying to attract or that you desire is not the way you see yourself. So you see this relationship of compassion. You see this relationship of gratitude. You see a healthy relationship with healthy communication, with the romanticism, with someone who's going to be reliable, with someone who's going to be dependable, with someone who is going to be consistent, you know, someone who's going to see you and accept you and love you for who you are. But you may not necessarily be giving that to yourself. And a lot of the times people, when it comes to relationships, romantic relationships, people all the time, right? You're praying for what you want, you're putting it out there in the universe, and you wonder why it hasn't happened. And honestly, the reality is that it hasn't happened because it's not the time. It could be you're not ready. It could be that your person is not ready. But this reading, it's not giving me like this is your person. This is giving me all of your energy. And here we have enjoy growth and reap rewards, which I don't want you to get it confused. This companionship, this romantic love that you desire, that you want, that you almost in a sense crave, that is not the reward. The reward is the growth. The reward is giving yourself and showing yourself compassion. The reward is resting peacefully in your vessel, in your aloneness. The reward is taking the time to self-reflect, taking the time for introspection, taking the time to heal, taking the time to grow, and knowing that you have full authority to do this. The companionship is an award. It's very tangible in that sense, right? You have something to show for it. It's almost like when you receive a trophy for a competition, right? It's an award, okay? You're getting an award for showcasing your talent, you know, this way, XYZ, so on and so forth. It's an award, but it's not the reward. The reward is your growth. The reward is the journey. The reward is the work that you put into accepting yourself, showing yourself compassion. The reward is treating yourself in the way in which you mirror the relationship that you're trying to attract for yourself. I hope this makes sense, and that I'm not losing anyone in this moment. But let's go to some African goddess energy and see what's coming through. We have soul forgiveness coming through. We have soul forgiveness coming through. By the way, I just love the artwork on these cards. I just love the artwork, which I feel like it's very interesting that soul forgiveness is here, because in this despair card, it says, I need your divine intercession right now. Oh, great spirit, lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Some of you out there are wanting to attract this love, but you don't give it to yourself. It almost seems as if, too, some of you guys have you're having a hard time even seeing yourself as deserving of this love. It's like you want this love, but there's so much despair hanging over you internally with how you see yourself, with how you talk to yourself, with how you treat yourself. And there's a part of you that may be feeling like it's hopeless in a sense. And also that you're helpless, but you're not helpless. You can take the charge. You have free will. I'm not going to say that it will be easy. It won't be easy, but your angels, your guides are there. Spirit is there. And as long as you are really, really, truly willing to do the work, take the time and reflect, you might also just be able to rest in a space and place of gratitude for the journey itself. Again, the reward, it's not the companionship. The companionship is an award. It's an award for the work that you do after your introspection, after you forgive yourself, after you learn to speak with yourself with grace and kindness, after you learn to develop that self-love relationship, which although some of you may be feeling helpless and hopeless, you have the power to begin this journey. You have the power to start attracting that award that you want. You have, and you, first and foremost, let me say, you are so deserving. You're so deserving of the love that you need, a healthy love. Okay? You deserve a healthy love. Storms. Ooh, this is a beautiful card coming through. Storms. Storms, storms, storms. What do you, when you guys look at these colors, what do you see? You see a lot of blue. I see some blue, which it gives me very, you know, throat chakra energy. Maybe there's something that you need to release by speaking up, using your voice, saying it out loud. Maybe it's something you're afraid to say. But I also see some yellow coming through for the solar plexus chakra, which directly ties into you needing to take charge and authority, having confidence in the power that you have within you and the power that the divine has blessed you with. Forgive yourself. Forgive yourself. Speak life. Speak compassion into yourself. That same love and companionship that you're trying to attract, give it to yourself first. You deserve to give it to yourself. You deserve to speak life. You deserve to speak life into it. You deserve to speak life into it. We have radical rebirth coming through. Radical rebirth. You know, what makes something radical? Some people might argue that radical is chaotic. Some people may argue that radical is bold. Radical is life-changing, which number 5 here, okay, the number of change, opportunity, right? Typically, radical rebirth comes with some sort of growth. Typically, radical rebirth comes with something that is life-changing, something that has a major impact, something that could possibly change the trajectory of something or shed light on something, right? This is your reward. Your radical rebirth is your reward. And it's a rebirth that you were meant to enjoy. Because growing through this gets you the reward of the ultimate kind of love. That's self-love. I'm talking about that love that demands respect. I'm talking about that love that is healthy for your inner child. I'm talking about that love that is not going to allow you to live in an unhealthy space and hold on to unhealthy things. A self-love that is always going to be self-full. Self-love is also knowing that you can't give at the expense of yourself. Self-love is also recognizing and acknowledging, hey, this is what I need. I am worthy, I am enough. And I won't accept anything less from anyone else. Self-love speaks life and love into yourself. It is that relationship, that loving relationship that you give to yourself. Some of you are feeling like this storm is a lot right now. I'm seeing someone who may be in this space where they need to deal with some things, where they need to deal with self-acceptance, where they need to deal with forgiving themselves for whatever reason, okay? It could be different for everyone, whether it's a mistake that you made, which there are no mistakes, just chances we've taken, and believe it or not, life is happening. Life happens for us, not to us. But you may not have forgiven yourself for something. You may not see yourself as beautiful, the archetype of beautiful. You may not see anything special about you. You maybe grew up not hearing those loving and affirmative words. You may not be able to feel good when you look at yourself in the mirror. And you have to ask yourself, when you look at yourself in the mirror, what do I see? And maybe, just maybe, You don't like what you see, so you don't look in the mirror. But I'm telling you this right now, avoiding it is not going to get you anywhere. I don't do surface level on this channel. And if the message is for you, it'll be for you. And if the message is for someone else, please share it. But I will say this. That companionship that you desire is within reach. But I'm telling you this now. You are what you attract. You are what you attract. People all the time say, you know, I'm never settling again, right? After you've gotten out of a relationship. I've even been guilty of it. I'm never settling again. This may be, you know, a radical idea. But what if you weren't settling at that moment in your life? What if you attracted at the current stage and moment, because timing is everything? What if that is just what you attracted in that moment in your life? Because let me tell you this. When you go through this radical rebirth, your spirit starts to vibrate higher, at a higher level, at a higher frequency. And trust and believe the things that used to fly in your life, once you've reached that moment, once you've reached that heightened sense of self-love, self-worth, self-value, oh, your spirit won't even be able to operate with anything less than love. Nothing else. I'm gonna pull one more card and see what comes through. You know, this is a love reading. It's surrounding love, but you know, the romantic love is, you know, an award, as I mentioned before, but the true reward is self-love, and that's what's coming through right now. Ooh. You have surrender comes through. Surrender to this radical rebirth. Please don't fight it. I'm going to be honest with you. You have more blue coming through. Surrender. Surrender to the storm. Surrender to it. Release. Let go. Full moon energy is all about surrendering. It's all about releasing. It's all about letting go. And this is a timeless message. I'm doing it on the night of the full moon. However, I believe that the messages reach us when and where they need to reach us at any given moment, at any given time. And Spirit wants you to surrender. Surrender to the storm. Trust and believe there's a rainbow afterwards. And I'm going to tell you now, it won't be easy. And no one can take the journey for you. No one can go through the radical rebirth but you. But you can take charge and do it. For the real reward, you guys. The real reward is self-acceptance and self-love. The relationship that you want, that's a given. You'll attract that. You'll attract it. You'll get it. But that's just an award. It's tangible. It's tangible, lovelies. Relationships come and relationships go. Depending. And some last a lifetime. Some are there for multiple seasons. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And we're going to end with a spirit animal card to kind of tie this together with the energies during this journey. Maybe that you need to channel, right? Or you might see this animal for whatever reason, you know, something to consider. Okay, well, I actually, interestingly enough, I have 3 cards that came out. The squirrel spirit, believe in yourself, which is definitely something that's very important throughout this process. We have the koala spirit, which is spirit has a plan. You guys, that directly ties into, I love the artwork on these cards as well. That directly ties into this notion and idea that life is happening for us, not to us. And then last but not least, the seahorse spirit. Watch and wait. Watch and wait. When I look at and when I see watch and wait, this can be interpreted in many, many ways, but specifically for this message, what's coming through is the need to sit in stillness. It's the need to sit in your thoughts, to sit with those. It's the need to look in the mirror, to reflect, and to wait it out. Through this radical storm, right? You may not be able to see it now. Where's that card? I'm sorry. Need to get a bigger table. You may not be able to see through the thunder, through the lightning, through the clouds, through the rain. You may not be able to see. You may feel like this is a lie. How can I get through all of this? And Spirit wants you to know, channel that seahorse energy. Watch and wait. Because your reward is well worth the wait. It's well worth the radical rebirth. It's well worth the growth. It's well worth the self-reflection. You are worth it. This companionship you desire, you deserve it, and you will have it. But know that everything that you desire, when it comes to that, you need to be giving it to yourself first, lovely. Okay? That is all I have for you guys. Tonight, enjoy this full moon. At the end of the day, I love working with the moon. What the moon symbolizes and represents, light cast shadow, right? But the full moon is beautiful. I'm sending you all love, good vibes, positive energy. I hope you have an amazing week. Again, like, comment, and subscribe, or share this message if you know someone who needs to hear this, okay? Just watch and wait. Be patient, okay? But you got to do the work. You got to do the work, lovely. You got to do the work on yourself first. The relationship that you desire will be. But you also have to be able to mirror that yourself. You have to be that reflection. When you reflect, do you reflect that? Do you reflect the type of relationship that you want? And be honest with yourself. Okay? There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I'm not there yet. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. It is okay with saying that. Oh, I forgot one thing, because I always end on a journal prompt question. So let me give you guys that first before I sign off. Some food for thought in that sense. Okay. Let's see what comes through. If you guys journal, I always encourage people to journal. I used to journal all the time, and I still do. I need to get back on it, as I'm working on just co-creating and manifesting some things with the divine. But let's see, what food for thought do I have for you guys? Probing questions, things to consider. There you go. Oh, in honor of the full moon, we have, what do I spend most of my money on and why? Interesting. That should be interesting for all of us to answer. Anyways, lovely, that's all I've got for you. Until next time.